guys, thanks to everybody that voted on the poll yesterday. It came in pretty close. It looked like majority wanted a tutorial, so today that's what we're gonna do. I think I'm still gonna do an unboxing, but a few of the items that I'm gonna use today came from the box, so I'll kind of do like a little makeshift unboxing another time with some recent favorites. So I thought that would be fun to kind of do both. We'll split them up. So again, for today, it's gonna be a tutorial. I think we're gonna do like a fun summer. I love a dewy look in the summer, something that gives you like that natural glow with minimal makeup. We'll try to keep it minimal, but take from it what you will, and I hope you can find a few things to kind of shake up your routine that works for you, and maybe add a few little items in that you've never heard of. So we're gonna get started. So I went ahead and washed my face. I moisturized. I dampened my beauty blender. This is what we're going to apply our foundation with today. So I'm not going to use a lot of primer, but today I am going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury, what's this called? The Brightening Youth Glow. I've had this one for quite some time. Actually picked it up when I was in London on one of my trips, and it's been so nice. So again, I moisturize. This is just going to be a primer to kind of, you don't really, I guess, have to add this step in if you've got a thicker moisturizer for your day, your day. You don't have to do both if you don't want to, especially in the summertime. In the winter probably, but okay, so we've got that. I'm gonna go in today. I've got two favorites that I kind of go back and forth. Sometimes I even mix. Actually, I've got three, just kidding. If you want something super light, just like an all BB cream, good moisturizer, I actually got this one from Thrive Market. This brand is really great and inexpensive, Pacifica, and I think it's just the color light. This is great. If you want, and I sometimes just put this on with a moisturizer and just go with some mascara, super easy. My all-time favorite that I always go back to is IT Cosmetics. And this one is the CC Illumination. This is a great one. You'll see me with some future videos using this. Today I'm not going to. And then I've got the Born This Way Too Faced. This is kind of one of my recent favorites. I'm gonna go in with this. And I'm not gonna do too much. I wanna keep it really easy. Put a little bit on your blender. Get my little mirror over here. Hope you guys can see this okay. So I'm just gonna kind of push some of that into the skin, kind of disperse it around. And you do not wanna, when you use a beauty blender, you do not wanna wipe. You wanna kind of push that right into your skin really well. Little tiny pounces on the skin. All right, I'm gonna blend this in, I'll be right back. Okay, I went around, pushed that all into the skin, make sure it was covered evenly everywhere. Bring it down to your neck just a little bit, just to blend that in. You don't want any harsh lines. And really make sure you push it right in, especially right in that center. Okay. Then I'm gonna still keep my beauty blender, go in with this one is Born This Way, Sculpting Concealer. Same brand as the foundation. Take a little bit. And sometimes I like to, especially if we're gonna do like an eyeshadow, this is a great base to go right on those lids. And same thing, you're gonna push gently on that eye area. Go ahead and push that right in. Another little trick that you can do, wash your hands, of course. You don't want any of that bacteria on your skin, but you can go ahead and blend that right in with your finger. Helps to kind of get into those little areas. And then from there, you can go ahead and again, keep pushing that right in. Now that the concealer's done, foundation's done, we're gonna go in and set the under eye and probably the T-zone with the Shade Light Contour Palette by Kat Von D. And all the brushes I'm gonna use today are just gonna be from the Morphe Jaclyn Hill collab. And I can go in depth with another video to describe which brushes those are, if you guys wanna see those. So this is gonna be a little grimy. I've had this for a while. So for this one, I'm going to do, for that, setting that under eye, we're gonna go in with the, I'm probably gonna mix the two lighter shades today. And just get a little bit on, and you wanna always tap off that excess. You can always build your powders. You cannot take your powder away without starting over. The thing with makeup is less is more, okay? You can always build. Especially for a lot of my brides. Of course, on wedding days, it's always a little heavier, but I always build. And sometimes I'll go right in and just set that jaw. I love to touch my face for some reason, and it wipes it all off towards the end of the day. So if I can kind of set that powder, or set that foundation, set all those liquids, that's it. All right, so I'm just kind of working around that powder that I put on. I'm not really adding more. Whatever's on my brush is there. Kind of gently buff that right out. Go right on those eyelids and that T-zone. That's it. Okay. Moving on, I am going to do a new bronzer that I just picked up that just came in my Sephora boxes. I've heard great things about this, and I've yet to use it. So this is going to be the Charlotte Tilbury. It's the new bronzer that just came out this year. And it's such a beautiful, it looks like a big seashell. It's so pretty. It's called Airbrush Bronzer. There we go. And I'm going to go in, this is not the Morphe, this is still Morphe. It's not the Jaclyn collab, but it's just a nice big bronzer powder brush. Again, wipe it right in there. Tap it off. And I'm gonna go, when you guys smile, you're gonna see from kind of where your ear is to the apples of your cheeks, right there, okay? You're gonna go right, almost to an angle. You don't wanna go too high. You wanna keep it nice, right and low. I'm not gonna contour too much, but I just wanna kind of give it that nice bronzed look that we're going for today. But I will show you if you were to do more contoured, kind of where you would go. Bring it here, okay? And you always want to go in circular motions. Bring it right into your forehead. If you do not have a larger forehead, you don't really have to do this step. You can always go right on the sides of your temples. Again, circular motions, and I'll finish that out. Bring it right down on your neck, your jawline. I'm gonna bring that nose, warm it up a little bit. I just want it to be super warm and dewy. Kind of that natural golden sun-kissed look, okay? I'll try not to go too crazy with my bronzer here. That's good for now. We can always add more, right? Okay. So we are gonna add some blush. What am I gonna do today? All right, so this one is the MAC. This has been a favorite of mine for years. I use this again on all my brides, called Margin. It's a nice peachy, nice, lighter pinker tone. It's got a little bit of shimmer, but not a shimmer that you don't want. You know, it's just enough to kind of give it that nice glowy look. This is my favorite for the summertime. You want to go right just on the apples. Sometimes they bring that right up, and sometimes they'll even go a little bit on the forehead. Okay. From here, I will take a big fluffy brush, okay? Something that's really, really big, really soft bristle. And sometimes I'll go right in and just blend that out. Another favorite, I'll even go with something just a little angled, really fluffy. Same thing, you wanna just do that. But for this look, I just kind of want it to look everywhere, very bronzed. Okay. So from here, I am going to do brows. I think today I'm gonna do the Anastasia, the Brow Definer in dark brown, and I might even do a little bit whisked in there of the Tinted Brow Gel by same brand, Anastasia, in the color Espresso, okay? And I will show you a little bit of this, and then I'm gonna shut the camera off and kind of finish it. And I can always, if you guys wanna do a brow video, we can do that. But just to keep the video short, I'll show you a little bit of this one. So from there, what I did, bring all those eyebrows up. Okay, and you're gonna line both. Okay, I did the liner. I'm gonna go in with the gel just to kind of keep everything in place and blend that right in. Okay. From here, I am going to grab, for today, I'm going to do the Becca, no, I'm not gonna do that one. I'm gonna actually go in with the Jaclyn Hill. Sorry, I've got such a glare here. There we go. This is the Flash palette. This is her new line. I'm gonna go in with, mix these top two shades for the highlighter. A little bit, dust it off. Bring it right on your nose. And I'm not bringing this on my cheek. I'm going right to kind of where that center, where that top of that cheekbone is. Sometimes I'll bring it right down, blend it in. You could even go above the brow line. From here, sometimes I take my finger and go right under that brow. Under the brow, corner of the eye. All right, so we're gonna move on to the eyes. One of my favorite tips to do in the summer is actually go right in with a bronzer. It just keeps that warm look. It's a great neutral brown, and kind of just keeps everything nice and warm. And I'm also going to go in with the KKW palette. This one is the Classic. This is such a good go-to of mine. So I'm just gonna take a couple of the different neutrals in here, kind of blend those in, and as well go back with my bronzer. All right, so finishing off that bronzer, I did all the shadows. A big trick when you're doing eyeshadow, obviously dust them off before you change your colors, or apply it, I should say. And windshield wiper motions, you cannot blend enough. So keep going in circular motions gently. Let the brush do the work. You don't want to push too hard. You really feather that right out. I even like to kind of bring it right underneath, which I'll probably add more as well. And go in with kind of a denser, shorter brush. shorter bristle brush and go back in with those same tones, and you're gonna go right underneath. You do not have to do this step. For me, I just feel like it kind of opens up those eyes a little bit more. All right, so I went ahead and finished the shadow underneath, up above, and add in some black liner right up top. I used the KKW black. And then I wanted to just show you another little tip for some shadow. If you don't like liner on the bottom, or you don't want to do it too dark, I always go in with my palette and do maybe one of the darker shades and kind of really buff out with kind of a flatter brush right on the bottom waterline. Then you can kind of smudge it right in with maybe just a little bit more of a fluffy small one. So you're gonna go ahead and do that bottom waterline. I only kind of do probably the outer corner, just a little bit, and then buff that kind of right into around the center. Not too much, not too dark. Sometimes I'll go back in with one of those lighter brown shades and just, again, buff that right out. You want it really blended, just enough to open the eye, not darken it and close it in too much. Okay, guys. Okay, so I went in, did my mascara, finished my eyes. Gonna go in with the lips. And this one is, oh, I'm sorry, I actually forgot to tell you. I use the KKW black mascara. This one's, so the lip liner is going to be the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk, and I'm gonna go in with a YSL color. The shade is 62R604. There's no name. I'll try to link it. And this color feels really nice. It's just like it's a very shiny lipstick. It's not too much pigment. You don't need a lot. Sometimes I even just kind of pat it on like a chapstick and it's plenty. Okay, so that is pretty much it. The last little touch I'm going to do is set it, and with a setting spray, just with the heat and everything, you want it to last. And also I'm going in with the, I don't know if you can see this, Lila B. It's called the Aglow Face Mist. I've been through 1 or 2 bottles of these, and usually in the summer I buy this, and it's just, it gives you like the most beautiful spray, most beautiful glow. I'm gonna go ahead and set it first. This one's the Morphe setting spray. Smells really good, just a light mist. And this is gonna add just that really dewy summer glow right on top of your makeup. You wanna cover your, sorry, I had to stop talking for a minute. You wanna cover your eyes. You don't want it to get on that mascara. It is a very oily, dewy spray. So if you put that right on your mascara, it will probably melt just a tad. So that's that. I hope you enjoyed this video. If there's anything in particular you want to see, go ahead and message me. But I hope this is something you can take from. It's super fun. It's super simple. This is, again, a little bit more lengthy, just where I have to talk it through. But this is one of my go-to summertime looks, and hope you enjoyed it. And we'll see you on the next one. All right, you guys, that completes the video. I had a very sunny spot that I was doing that in, so I hope you could see the look okay. Again, this is just a super easy, natural look that you can kind of take any sort of tip that I've given you, apply it to what you do day to day. This is just really one of my go-to favorites. Some days I do less, some days I do more, and I can really add and build to that depending on the day or the outing that I am heading to. I hope you enjoyed this. If there's anything more you want to see from this video, go ahead and message me. I would love to hear any sort of feedback. What was I going to say? Of course, like this video, share with your friends. I would love to kind of see this on you. Again, I hope you enjoyed this. This was so fun. I've been meaning to do this, and it's just been so difficult with what we've been through recently with our family and just being stuck in quarantine with the kids. It's been hard to kind of sit down and really get a good recording. I've had a few attempts and it's been tough with the children. So I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching. This is so fun. And we'll see you on the next one. All right, take care.